Welcome to Building the Habit of Daily Journaling. In this script, we will guide you through the steps to establish a daily journaling habit. Journaling is a powerful tool for self-reflection, goal setting, and personal growth. By the end of this journey, you'll be well on your way to making daily journaling a part of your daily routine. Let's get started. So as someone who has been journaling for over 15 years and has accumulated over 35 journals, I know a thing or two about how to start a journal, how to get into a routine, and how to stay consistent. And let me share with you the first steps to getting started. First, preparing to journal. You'll need to set the stage, and what this means is you need to begin by setting the stage for your daily journaling habit. What this means is you need to choose a journal, pick a time, create a peaceful space, and so let me explain a little bit about what those mean. So when you choose a journal, you need to select a journal or notebook that you'll enjoy writing in. It can be a physical notebook or a digital journaling app. I have gone both ways. I have, for the last 99% of my journaling journey, have been writing it down. For example, I have this one here that's open that I'm working on digitizing. So it's what this looks like on the inside. Pretty large pages, pretty small font, and that's the way I like to go. I have found that large pages I can make the most of writing. I've even started to double line, which means that if the spaces between each line are pretty big, you'll take up a lot of space very easily, whereas if you double line your writing, which means you write 2 rows of your own writing into one big line, you can maximize each page even more. So yeah, it's about this big, had about this many pages, and I filled it in very quickly in about 6 to 8 months because of consistently writing every day about at least half a page to maybe 1 or 2 pages. Okay, second one is pick a time. Set a specific time each day to journal. It could be in the morning to start your day with clarity or in the evening to reflect on the day's event. Those are 2 very general times to make it a habit and to implement daily journaling. There's times where you're too groggy in the morning, so that definitely doesn't work for you, and you're too tired like me to write at the very end of the day. So I find bits and pieces of time throughout my day, and that is right now what works for me. But there's definitely been times where first thing in the morning I have time and the mental clarity for writing, and vice versa at the end of the day. So it really depends on what your schedule is, what time you have, how much time you're willing to allocate to this practice, and and how much you need from this journaling. Sometimes if you're going through rough patches and you need a lot more time to process life or process what you're going through and reflect and make or bring awareness to what's going on in your life, then you will probably want to allocate more time. And so it might seem like it's a sacrifice, but on the upside, you are investing in your own mental health. So if you ever wanted to go a cheaper route, then going to therapy, that's kind of a good option. That is certainly what I've used for going through all my ups and downs. So yeah, number 3 would be create a peaceful space. So find a quiet, comfortable place to journal where you can focus without distractions. This is huge. This is a lot of what people are unable to do, that I find when discussing this with them, is that you're at home and there's a lot of distractions. You have pets, you have family members, you have your own partner, and having all these things are really, really great. This is all, a very healthy social structure that you want in your life. You don't want to exclude anybody or any of that. You don't want to go to the extreme just to make this journaling habit work. But if you're able to find pockets of time where you are able to just sit with yourself and hear your own thoughts and put it on paper, then you've nailed having your own personal time, followed by having time with your social circle. And okay, so here's the second bullet. You want to clarify your purpose. You want to understand why you want to journal and why it's crucial for motivation. Yes, understanding why you want to journal can bring the best results. If you have no focus or no reason for why you're getting into this, you will easily get into it and fall right back out. And that is why a lot of people do it and try it out and say that they love it and that they know it's good and it's good for them, but they don't stick with it, is because they don't actually believe that they're getting anything out of it, and it's because they lack clarity in what they're searching for. So if you go into this journaling habit with intention, then you're going to get a lot more out of it than what you were trying to put into it in the first place. So you want to define your goals, which means ask yourself, why do I want to journal daily? It could be for self-reflection, stress, goal tracking, or creativity. I have definitely have utilized all four of these categories. Sometimes I just want to express myself creatively. Sometimes I want to track my self-awareness, and I want to track my habits. And so it's kind of come up into my fitness aspect of my life. I've used it for tracking my daily habits in terms of, why am I going to food for comfort as much as, as I am? What is this actually meaning? So that's one example I can think of. And and then number 2 is to visualize success. Envision the positive impact daily journaling will have on your life. So like I've said before, if you're not going into this knowing exactly what you want to get out of it, you're not going to get very much out of it, and then you're more likely to fall off the wagon. Alright, so here's the actual process that you want to follow when it comes to journaling. It really helps to start off with having prompts. I know a lot of people will implement that. I personally went through that phase as well. Interestingly enough, I started mine by writing letters to class members, and then I started writing them to my family members, and then it kind of turned into me having my own individual thoughts and feelings about these people that I have in my life, and how can I be better for them, and how can I be better for myself. And then I would go into like what we're doing. Like if I was hanging out with a friend, I would reflect on what we did today. So it definitely transitioned early on and evolutionized over time, and has met my needs in all of those phases. So yes, it says, sometimes knowing what to write can be challenging. Journaling prompts can help. So if you're stuck on what to write about, having some prompts will generate thoughts. And even if you feel like you have writer's block where you just don't know what to write about, just start writing anything. Like, it can just literally be a flow of the thoughts that come to your mind. Usually I like to, when I have in the past not known what to talk about, I will just write, Dear Diary, here's the date, here's the time, here's the place that I am at. You'll write the details of the present moment to bring you here and now. If you feel like you're scattered and you're all over the place, one really great way to start off is by focusing on being in the present moment. You can start with how you feel. You can start with how was your day. Or if you Google anything like daily journaling prompts, you find something like that, and whatever inspires you, whatever intrigues something, whatever you go, oh, I have something to say about that, and go from there. here are some journaling techniques. There are various techniques you can use to structure your daily journaling session. You can use a stream of consciousness, which means that you'll write freely without worrying about grammar or structure. Let your thoughts flow. Yes, that is a great technique to use. Even if it's as simple as writing your grocery list or writing your to-do list, writing a very distinct memory that you have, and you want to write that down. Sometimes we just want to journal to remember things that we've done before. Memory writing is a great way to get into the flow of it. We'll visit memory lane and then come out of it feeling like you've told a story and you have something to share. Gratitude journaling is also a really great way to go. If you want to write a list of things that you're grateful for, and then you can use those as your prompts. You can say, well, I'm grateful for these things, but why? And I'm grateful for this because, and then let that, sink in, and you say, well, why? Why? You can do the whole 5 question of whys. Go really, really deep into it and see what comes up for you. The next one are daily highlights. Summarize the key events, emotions of your day. That's a phenomenal way. I will say that I do that a majority of the time. Like right now in my life, I'm in a transition and just dealing with growing up, and sometimes you're just by default, human thoughts will go negative, and so just by listing up what I'm grateful for and memories, good things that have happened today are all really great things to start off with. Excuse me. Here is the tricky part. So you get into journaling, you write down all these great things, you're motivated, you're writing down really great things, and then you fall off the wagon because a new day starts, the habit's not into effect. So consistency is key. If you want to get most out of this, you need to put a little bit more effort into it. And consistency is the heart of habit building. What you'll want to do is start small. Begin with just a few minutes of journaling each day, gradually increasing with time. Set reminders. This is really, really helpful. We've all got, smartphones that can remind us that it's time to journal. And even if it's a little bit of a drag and you kind of don't really want to, if you try it out, and once you get writing, you'll realize that you had something really important to say and you didn't even know it. That's what I love about it so much, is that I don't always feel like I have a voice until I start writing, and then I realize I had something really interesting to say, and that wouldn't have come out of me if I didn't give myself a chance to speak on my own terms. That is the best part of it, in my opinion. So often we just go throughout life, and I'm kind of an introvert. I'm okay with just saying and just thinking with, what's on my mind, in my mind. It stays there for the most part. And so this gives me an opportunity and a chance to voice those thoughts. And sometimes those thoughts are, just come and go. They're not that important. And other times I go, wow, I would not have known or felt a sense of confidence in myself and self-esteem if I didn't know that was in me. So that is brilliant. And then the last step is to be patient. Building a habit takes time. It's essential to be patient with yourself. Embrace imperfection. I cannot emphasize this so much. Don't worry about writing perfectly. Journaling is a personal practice, and it's okay to make mistakes, just like meditation, just like exercise, just like all these other things that we utilize for our own mental and physical health. It takes a lot of time. I've been doing this for 15 plus years, and it still is a coping mechanism for me. It is still something that I make time for. It is still something that even now I miss doing when I miss a day. So if you want to be the type of person that misses journaling or misses something that you've gotten so used to doing on a daily basis, then creating that habit, staying consistent, embracing the imperfection, and just having fun with it is key to sticking to it. Accountability. Having someone to share your journey with can be motivating. Share with a friend. Consider sharing your journaling goals with a friend who can hold you accountable. Join a journaling group. Online or in person, communities can provide support and inspiration. So I hope these tips are really, really helpful. I hope this helps you to reflect on your life and to celebrate your ups and your downs and the things that you go through, and to build your self-esteem, build your self-awareness of who you are and what you're capable of being. Give yourself a voice, and after you've been journaling daily for some time, take a moment to reflect on those entries that you've made. Review your progress and celebrate those milestones. Acknowledge your achievements and the positive changes in your life. And so I'd like to say congratulations, you now have the tools and knowledge to build the habit of daily journaling. Remember that journaling is a personal journey, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. The most important thing is to keep showing up each day and writing from your heart. Happy journaling.